Welcome back to Little Drops of Wonderful. This is my channel to talk about all things crochet and knitting and all of the other crafty tangents that I go down, all of the little drops of wonderful in the drudgery of being an adult, basically. It is summer, it is my least favourite season of all, and I try really hard to find ways to find joy in the summer months when it's lighter and hotter. But it is difficult, and one of my favourite things to do when my mental health is taking a bit of a battering is to find crochet to work on. So something that's quick, light, fun, preferably cotton, is perfect for the summer months. So I've got 8 patterns to share with you. They are all free. I'm wearing the first one, which I will tell you about in a minute. We've got some garments, some decorations and general frivolity for things to make when the weather gets warm. So we're going to start off with a gulp of tea, and I'm going to put this down on my coaster over here, which I will also mention in a minute. And I'm going to tell you about the Sea Breeze tank top. So this is a pattern by Grace for the frills. I find that really difficult to say. It is free on the website, but you can get a paid for ad-free version as well for £4. Not sure what that is in dollars, about $5. She also does a free YouTube tutorial, and I will link that in the description along with all of the other patterns that I talk about in this video. It's DK cotton, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to try to show it to you how I'm wearing it right now, and then I'm going to put a bit of an overlay on as well. So I am wearing it with a black vest underneath, and I was worried that black would not work because it's quite a gappy fabric, but actually I think it's really nice. It's got deep V at the back as well as at the front. It's basically 2 identical panels that you make. I'll put a bit of an overlay on when I was wearing it without the vest to give you an idea of what it looks like. The reason I'm wearing it with a vest now when I'm filming is otherwise it's going to look like I'm half naked. It's a very deep V. If I was to make it again, I would shorten these straps. I already shortened them. This was a really quick project. It took me 2 days to make it. It was just what I needed when we had a heat wave here in England. I used the recommended 4.5mm hook, but my gauge was actually way, or how would I say it, over or under. So I had way more stitches to the inch. So it was a much tighter gauge than the pattern called for. I decided to make a large. The way you work it is you do it from the straps here down, so it's really easy to try it on as you go. I did the large, I joined the triangles, which you join about here, and I put it on, and I could see that it was going to be way too wide. So I went back, and I just went back the 2 rows to make it the medium, joined again, tried it on, and I could see that this width was really going to work. So it was really easy to do that. I found that sewing together the top strap straight away so that I could keep putting it on and off to get a sense of if it was fitting, and then for the length as well, was a really helpful thing to do. So I went to a medium size with a 4.5mm hook with a tighter gauge than the pattern called for. I used Drops Muscat yarn, it's a DK yarn. The colour is 60. I use this because I have a lot of cotton yarn in my stash and I want to use it up. But actually I really like this colour. I think it suits me quite well. I don't normally wear pastel-y colours, but I really do like it. I use 6 balls. Each ball is 50 grams, so that works out at 300 grams, and at the moment it's about £1.85 a ball, so that works out at about £11 for the top, which is very reasonable. Like I say, the V-neck is very deep. You work about 6 plain rows at the beginning of the strap here. I already took 1 out and worked 5. If I did it again, I might work 3 to really bring that V up a bit and make it so it's a little less in need of a tank top underneath, and you could just wear it with a neutral coloured bra. And also the other thing I did was when you do a single crochet stitch, this is American terms, all the way around the neckline to finish off. That worked really well, and you also do it all the way around the armholes. When I first did it, I did way too many stitches and it kind of push the armhole shaping out, so I undid that and did less stitches. In the end I did, so from the join to the V at the bottom of the armpit is 36 stitches on the front and on the back, and I found that that worked quite well for my medium size one. I really love it. I really find it hard with crochet garments sometimes to get something that's really that I find is quite comfortable and wearable, and with this I think it is something that I really would wear. I like the length. I like the fact that it looks good with the darker colour underneath, and I can really see myself wearing this. In fact, the only thing I find uncomfortable about it is this tank top, because it's a little bit too small. So once I sort that out, it'll be fine. So the next one I wanted to talk about is the Summertime Tank by the powerhouse that is Tony Lipsey. I love Tony's channel. She is TL Yarn Crafts. I love her mum as well. Her videos are so inspiring. I could watch them all day. The Summertime Tank is free on her website, but there's also a paid for version available for $7.50. It uses something called the extended single crochet stitch, which looks really pretty and really drew me to this particular pattern. Again, this is a DK pattern. The yarn recommended is a cotton polyester blend, but I've got enough stuff, just normal cotton, like the musket, the Drops musket, in my stash to give this a go. I really like the simplicity of it, but I also like the fact that it uses slightly different stitch than just your normal double or single crochet stitch. I also really like the little cap sleeves. As much as I don't mind wearing sleeveless things, as I've got older I've just preferred wearing something with a bit of a cap sleeve to protect my shoulders from the sun, and also because I could wear it to work. I wouldn't really wear a vest to work, but I would wear a little t-shirt thing as well. So I really love that. The next one is also a top. It is the Summer Valley top by Brianne Mouldin. Again, it is free on the website, but a paid for version is available for $4, which is really affordable. That's about £3. This uses worsted weight cotton, and I do have some worsted weight cotton in my stash. I've got 5 balls here, and this is all I've got, and they're not all quite the same colour. I've got 2 balls of Drops Love You recycled cotton and 2 balls of Creative Cotton Aran by Rico. They are slightly different greens, but I reckon I could get away with it if I just striped it. I don't know if I've quite got enough, so this is 250 grams. The pattern says that it needs 200 grams, so I should have enough, but who knows, it all depends on gauge. But this is very much going to be my next summertime top project. I love the shape of it. It's got such a nice, quite plain front, but at the back it's all happening with that really deep V, so you could wear it just with a normal tank top underneath. You could wear it the other way round actually and just have a tank top with the deep V at the front. I think that would work as well. I find it really interesting looking top. I love the shape of it, and I'm really interested to make that one. So I will keep you posted in my next video, and I will let you know how I get on with that particular one. And I think all 3 of those tops that I've spoken about so far are so good for beginners, because most of them just use very basic techniques, very basic sewing techniques. This one you sew 2 panels, so you're literally sewing the top here and the sides. It's very easy to do, and it's easy to find YouTube tutorials about how to sew things together in a really simple way. So for the last wearable project I want to talk about, it's one that I have had in my library and my favourites forever, and I really want to get round to making this one. It is the Mango Tango top by Clarissa Bev Lopez Rodriguez. She is Crochet Cakes, and this is a free pattern on her website. You use DK yarn, and it's a more relaxed version of her Bobbles in Time top, which was equally lovely, but I do like the more relaxed version. And the bobbles, oh my goodness, I love the bobbles on this. Again, it's really good for beginners. It has been in my favourites forever. It's definitely one that's on my list to make hopefully this summer. But if you're not in the mood for wearables, I have got some decorative and household and frivolous little bits to share with you as well. The first one I want to share with you is the Sweet Watermelon Bunting. This is by Alia Bland. It uses DK cotton, and it's completely free on her blog. It's so quick and cute. The pictures show just how pretty it would look hanging in your garden or in your home. You can even hang it in the window as a little summer display. And whilst you're on her blog as well, make sure you check out her other pattern. She's got a garden style garland and a cotton and twine flower garland, and they are perfect for summer decorations in the garden when you've got friends around or you're just sitting with a book enjoying the outside weather and trying to appreciate the season. And while we're on the watermelon theme as well, I just want to share with you a very, very quick pattern. Is not the right word because it's a circle, but I use this every day. This is my favourite coaster. I made it from scraps of Aran weight yarn, cotton, and it is my watermelon coaster. It's what my cups of tea live on every morning. I love a crochet coaster. I made this up completely. I'm not going to hold it too close because I've used it so much. It's pretty much tea stained and a bit grubby, but I did make another couple this morning to show you what they might look like if they were slightly brighter. I've been messing about with the colour placement. This one I felt was a bit small. This one I thought was much better. I'm going to write the pattern out for you and put it in the description. It's super, super simple. You could change up the colours a bit as well. I'm wondering if I would add in an extra round of the light green. It's just one round of light green and one round of dark green, but I might just add in an extra light green just to make the balance a bit better. I need to go and buy a watermelon and cut it up to get it, you know, accurate. But these are perfect. They look so great around the house. It's a really easy way to bring a bit of summer into your home, and they just take the smallest amount of yarn. I've made mine with Aran weight. You could easily do it with DK. I've written out the pattern for you. I've put it in the description below. And whilst we're on cute little summer decorations, the Crochet Lantern DIY Mid-Autumn Lantern YouTube tutorial by Shinyin Studios is totally free and adorable. They are so boho looking. You can do them in the YouTube tutorial thumbnail has beautiful pastel colours. You could do them in really bright sunshiny colours. You could make them in multiple colours as well. And the best thing about this is it shows you how to make a little crocheted basket that goes inside the lanterns to hold a flickering LED tea light. So you can actually light them as though they were real paper lanterns hanging in your garden at night. And I think that is an absolutely beautiful idea. I will link that video along with everything else underneath. And finally, I want to just mention the Wind Spinner by May at startcrochet.com. It is free on her website, but there's also a paid for ad-free version available if you want. I think the pink one that she does, which is the one I'm going to try and make, is the spring one, because she also does a sunflower one, which I would say is a summer one, a pumpkin one with a witch's hat, which would be autumn or Halloween, and a Santa one for Christmas as well. So you can have one for every season of the year, not just summer, and I think that's really, really fun. You can hang them in the garden, you can hang them in your house. They're called wind spinners because when the wind catches them, they go round and round and round and round, and it creates a really lovely spiralling effect. It looks like it's almost moving. You don't need wind though, you can just give it a little twist. The pattern is really, really good. There's lots of little tips and details for things. It's really, really well worded and simple, and I am definitely going to be making some of those. I wonder if I might be able to whip some up for a family gathering that we've got at the weekend. And that concludes my 8 summer crochet patterns that I have been enjoying looking at and finding and making plans for. I'm so happy with my Sea Breeze tank top by Grace for the Frills. I'm going to wear this for the rest of the day. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Let me know in the comments if you've made any of them. Oh, I should say as well that when I was looking at the projects for this particular top, someone had made a version with my Wonderland Walk yarn that I dyed with Lay Family yarn in 2024, and it looks really, really good. So that was such a surprise to see. Let me know underneath if you've made any of these patterns or what your favourite go-to summer crochet pattern is, or knitting, or any craft. I'm always interested to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy knitting, happy crocheting. Bye.
A little bit of sun.